I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? Okay, so you're listening to us on Facebook, Yaya Diamond. What's up, friends? How you guys doing? Yep, another live. You're also listening to us on Dream Chasers Radio on Facebook, as well as my Yaya Diamond book club, and also on YouTube, Dream Chasers Radio. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, as well as Twitter. What's up, my Twitter nation? What's up, guys? Twitch, yo, what's up? Another podcast coming your way, and so many different other places. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is going to be an amazing interview because it's going to be about getting over things that really might have a hold on you to begin with. And I have my guest on the show. I'm so proud of him and what he's done and how he's sharing his journey. I want to welcome to the show Caleb Stewart. What's up, man? How you doing?
The show, I appreciate it.
No problem, man. I appreciate you being on the show. So I see that you have a book, and we're going to talk about your journey to get to the book. So I mean, there's just so many different things that, in so many different ways, life can just sort of throw itself at you. How did you find yourself in the circumstances that you were in? And then how did you see your way out of that?
So I was very fortunate, I guess, given the situation, I was very fortunate enough to have people, whether it be friends or family, who cared enough about me to come to me to say, hey, you have a problem, but you got to be the only person that, only you can fix this. And so I had originally, all throughout my life, with everything bad that happened, I always made excuses, and I didn't put enough effort in and put enough work into it to make something out of myself. And I used alcohol as a way to escape the reality of not confronting the things that I wanted or needed to have confronted.
That can be alcohol. It could be food. It could be drugs. It could be it could be sex. It could be anything. So right. Alcohol was just the one thing that was easier for you to get?
Yeah, alcohol for me was the only thing that did it. I mean, I watched my mom growing up, the effects that heroin and narcotics had. So from an early on age, I knew that was not the route I wanted to go, because I saw if I went that route where that would lead. However, little did I know that alcohol would also lead the same route.
Okay, so then now, so you went down that path. You did the alcohol, you got it, and then what happened? What changed your mind? What was the factor that switched you?
I had a friend come to me one day, and I'm beyond blessed for this friend, but they'd come to me one day and they had told me, they said, the day you're running from something and the day that you start running, you'll just keep running until you get tired of it and learn to confront it. So I went home, and that really resonated with me. And I made a choice to stand up for something and to, I guess, be a voice for the voiceless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's amazing what you've done.
Thank you.
Did you, I mean, besides your friends, besides the people who really, truly love you, of course, did you get any additional help?
I had tried to seek treatment through rehab. I had applied through different rehabs in Dallas, and I kept getting denials. They would deny me because they felt that I needed therapeutic treatment beforehand, or they're not qualified to treat the trauma and the addiction. And it's something that I'm learning to do day by day. I'm taking my sobriety day by day. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have my relapses, but I'm trying to put one foot in front of the other and leave everything in the past.
I hear you. Being that it's such a difficult thing to overcome addiction, regardless of whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it could be food, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever the case may be. Addiction to me is addiction. You say you're taking it day by day. How are you doing that? There are so many people out there watching you today, right, that need to understand how they can follow in your footsteps. So you are like a leader right now.
Oh, right.
going
Yeah.
forth into
Right.
an unknown territory. How do you lead people out of addiction?
I would say, I mean, if anybody's struggling out there, I mean, when I say day by day, what I do that always helps me is, it doesn't matter what happened the day before. Every day brings a new day. So I put my faith into knowing that even though today might be terrible, the next day it restarts. There's so many beautiful opportunities that can come. And those opportunities are solely and entirely up to me. And so if I continue to contribute something good into the world, whether it be one thing or help somebody once a day, then I'm taking it day by day and I'm learning to better myself and overcome addiction.
I love that. I love that. And that's something that you've had to teach yourself. Now, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to you looking for help.
Right.
And they didn't want to help you. How did that make you feel? I mean, literally, these are the people that are supposed to be helping you that tell you they can't help you. Well, I don't understand that. How did that make you feel though?
I was very upset. I felt kind of hopeless. I felt like I was in a darker place than where I originally was, and I didn't realize how much darker it could get until I got the rejection emails and everything like that. But with all the rejection emails, that just kind of fueled the flame even more for me to go out there and do something. And here I am.
Mm, mm, mm. I love that, Caleb. I love the fact that you didn't let that take you down.
No, no,
Like, you
I
know,
I believe success is measured by whether your willingness to succeed and the willingness not to give up.
mhm, mhm. So, what other kind of help have you received and support have you received since your determination to, live your life day by day to stay out of alcohol and to move forward from here?
Well, I can tell you the support. I haven't really, honestly, I haven't really gone to any other rehab programs only because people that have heard about the book, they've been reaching out to me. I've been getting people following me from Instagram, reaching out to me, telling me that they can't wait for the book to come out and that all these great things. I even had one person call me their hero, believe it or not. And the fact of the matter is, I'm no hero. Okay, I'm just a guy that started out rough in life, that made excuses all of his life, and let something control him. And 23 years later, I'm ready to break free from the chains and show the world who I really am.
I admire you.
Thank
I
you.
understand that you don't believe you're a hero, but do you realize that because you've done what you've done,
Right.
there are people now that can follow your footsteps and not die?
Yeah, I'm coming to the realization of that. The thing is that all I wanted to do when I started this process, because originally the book never wasn't as intended to be a book. It was intended to be a therapeutic activity that I could get everything down inside that I had locked away and not told anybody about. And then it turned into the book, and um, I'm just happy to come out here to give people hope and hopefully change the world for the better.
And that's what's going to help everyone around you as well as yourself. So talk about the book. Okay, so what happens next is the title of the book, which I love. So what happens next, Caleb?
So what happens next? So just kind of a brief rundown of the book. The book is compiled of my journey through overcoming alcohol, um, watching my mom's drug addiction with heroin, um, being taken away from her, how all of these things had an impact on my life, and then eventually learning to walk away from everything, and finally, for the first time in my life, truly and honestly be happy with who I am instead of
Hmm.
trying to pretend to be somebody else. I feel that that's a lot. I feel that people don't understand. They always want to please everybody else.
Yeah.
But before you can please anybody else, you must first learn to please yourself. And I think that's about the book.
Mm, mm, mm. I love that. I love it. And okay, so let me just ask you a really personal question because it seems to me like you have accomplished so much. how long did it take you to get to the point where you decided that's it, that's enough, I'm done?
Oh man, I've struggled with alcohol since I was 16 years old,
Oh wow.
and so it's been years, and you know it took me having to. I lost the girl that I was in love with. I
Mm,
lost friends. I lost family. Um, and eventually, when you lose a lot of people that you love and care about, and you realize you come to the conclusion that all this could have been avoided had you just went out there and it did something positive and gotten the help you needed. That's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a change for the better. It's been, on and off years, but just recently, within the last few months of finishing the book, that's when I always told myself, I said, when the book is done, I'm going to walk away and leave the past in the past. And I'm going to go out there
mm,
and start my life. So this is me starting my life.
wow. It's been a long journey.
It has.
I can tell it's been a long journey. And what has been learned from this journey that you can take into your future? What is that?
You know, all my life, I always wanted to, I guess, be somebody. When I lived my life, I wanted to be somebody. Um, and while writing the book, it actually taught me that eventually, everybody has a time to go, but it's it's the legacy you leave behind, and you leave a legacy not by what you do, but by the people that you hope and inspire. So if the book's taught me anything to carry that into my life going forward, it's always to look for opportunities to help people, inspire people, and that's how you bring real change and positivity to the world. With everything that's going on now, we need.
Yeah, yeah. And what is in the future for Caleb? What do
Oh,
you have?
so okay, so I was actually waiting to announce this on your show, so I'm glad that you let me do this. I'm announcing a few things. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So recently, so I have been working very hard, just 24 hours in a day. Throughout the book, it's felt like I've clocked in 25 hours of the day.
Oh wow.
However, through determination and everything, we been in contact with some of the most amazing people from around the world that have helped me put this story together. I've worked with people in many different countries that have helped me market, do media, tell the story. And now I've started working with screenwriters to come up with a movie script for the book. We're going to try to make it into a movie. And then, yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah. So we're going to start working on the movie script probably in the next coming months, or once we go over and see how the book sales do. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to start a charity. I go through all the tax paperwork and everything to do a charity in my mom's name. And what I want for that charity and the success is I want to help people, and I want to help people that can't necessarily afford to go to rehab or stay in rehab because they either don't have insurance or whatever. So I want to help get them the help they need, and then I
Hmm.
want to help parents who have and families that have been destroyed by drug addiction come be put back together as long as the parents are willing to put forth the necessary steps to seek help and treat their
Yeah,
addiction.
yeah, yeah. It's important that we try that. It's
Right.
important that we give that opportunity. It's hard for a
Right.
parent who is addicted to literally take care of another human being. And
Right.
addiction is so bad. A lot of people just don't understand how crippling it can be. Um, I thank you. Wow, for that announcement, for trying to make that into a movie. I do so hope that goes through.
Thank
I
you.
do.
I am working with a woman. She's absolutely amazing. Just for her identity, I'm not going to say what her name is, but
Hmm.
um, we're working on a script. She has multiple screenwriting awards. She has multiple screenplay awards. It's I couldn't have anybody work on a bigger project and a better project than somebody who's established in the film industry.
I love it. I love it. And I do hope it comes through, because these, boys, girls who have been affected by addiction, whether they were addicted, their parents were addicted, they were removed from the home because of addiction, it really does tear up lives and families. It displaces people, and it brings the hopes and futures of the people who are crippled by this. It just doesn't formulate well in their heads that they have a
Right.
future, that they can do something other than this. I'm
Right.
so happy for you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and another thing I want to say too, real quick, is what people is a big misconception about addiction. People
Hmm.
don't understand that drug addiction and alcoholism, more times than not, is often led to by a choice, but it becomes a disease, right?
Yeah.
And so in society, I think as a whole, there's a bad stigma with
Hmm.
people that are addicts or recovering addicts. And I think we ought to be, instead of focused on whether or not they did X amount of drugs or whether or not they did alcohol, I think the thing we ought to be focused on is, have they gotten the help that they needed? And, there's nothing bigger
Yes.
success story wise than overcoming that and beating it.
Exactly. Yes. And that's exactly what, and giving them hope for a future.
Right. Right.
Because I don't think while they're in that, they don't see that. And did you ever see a future for yourself while you were in it?
I didn't see a future for myself because honestly and truthfully, I didn't care about anything. The only thing
Mm.
I cared about was whether or not
Wow.
I got to, you know, get another 12 pack or another, handle of whiskey. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't thinking long term. See,
Right.
as somebody who's suffered from alcoholism and overcome it, I can say that at least for my point of view and my story, I was thinking more short term than
Mm-hmm.
long term.
I want to thank you again so much for being on the show. If you have any questions, we're gonna kind of wait a couple of minutes before we finish the show today. But if you have any questions, just go ahead and type that in. If we don't see it, because sometimes I don't see the questions until after the show's done, we will definitely go to the page and answer any questions that you have, Caleb and myself, to help you out of any questions you might have for Caleb. I appreciate you being on the show, Caleb. I appreciate the fact that you have done what you've done. And Marty Mar, we love you, Caleb. Oh, look at that. So excited for you.
Yeah, that's my brother's girlfriend. And my brother's been a big inspiration in my life. My brother, all my family and friends, my dad, Joni, just all they've all been a big inspiration. And that it's just I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed.
Oh, look, celeb. Caleb, you're an awesome person. Keep pushing forward. Amazing. Thank you,
Thank you.
Wyco or WYCO. I'm not sure if it's Wyco or WYCO. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. It's important. Hold on a second. This is Mike, and he knows me. I've been waiting for this all day. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am appreciative, and I know that Caleb is as well. Okay, so here we go. We got some more. Caleb, I'm going to say this. I'm proud of you. Good job, bro. Robert Kessler. Thank you. Oh my gosh. How does this make you feel?
It's absolutely humbling, and I can't thank everybody that supported me on the journey enough. I mean, it's been 3 years of writing this book, um, and it's just oftentimes what people don't understand is writing a book is very difficult, and
Yeah.
oftentimes in order to tell the emotional aspects of the story, I'll tell you something that people don't ever actually I've never told anybody
Mhm.
is while writing the book, what I would do is actors when they do movies, they do use a thing called method acting.
Right.
But what I did was I took that and I interpreted it and kind of channeled it through my writing. So what I would do is I'd lock myself in a room for 3 or 4 days, do nothing but chain smoke cigarettes, wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, unless it was alcohol, and I would just sit there and listen to very distorted music and sounds to kind of just create that aspect. And it's a
Mm.
very great. I mean, this it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people, and I can't wait to bring it to you guys November 14th.
Wow. Wow. Well, David says, Joni and I love you, Caleb. Okay, we got another one. I remember the first day you told me you was going to write this book. I'm so glad you stayed with it. I'm so excited to read it.
Again, to everybody that's watching this who knows me, and even those of you who don't know me that are watching this and just tuning in on the podcast, that is, you're supporting me. Thank you guys so much. I mean, it's truly humbling to be able to tell my story, let alone something so personable. And it's just I can't believe the support that I've gotten from people locally and actually all over the world.
Yeah, yeah, and it's amazing. And you're going to continue to get support. You know why, Caleb?
Why is that? Yeah.
Because you are a hero.
I appreciate that, but
You
I'm
are.
no, I don't think I am, but
Nah.
I appreciate
it. No. Stop.
You gotta have humility.
Humility, but I'm gonna tell you why you're a hero, and I'm gonna go ahead and hold on a second. It says, "Let's get it, my boy." I'm gonna tell you why you're a hero, and I'm gonna kind of go in on myself here.
Okay.
The reason that you're a hero is because you have come from a home that was broken, removed from that home, got into alcohol addiction, and came out on the other side unscathed, relatively, but with a lesson. And you're going back, and you're going to grab those kids, and you're going to pull them out before, or try to pull as many of them out before this happens to them. What is the definition of a hero, Caleb?
Well, I mean, to me, I just wanted to do this because all I wanted to do was help people, and I didn't expect anything in return. I didn't expect and nor did I want anything in return. I didn't want the people to reach out to me and tell me everything. I just wanted to make sure that if I was going to tell my story, I was going to tell it the correct way. I was going to tell it the right way, and I was going to make sure that no child ever had to go through what I had to go through, or no child ever has to lose their mom like I had.
Yeah.
And I think my mom would be very proud of me. I think, and no matter where I go in life, and no matter what mountain I climb, she'll always be with me.
And that is a definition of a
hero.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's go back to some comments here.
Okay.
It says, Robert says, when Caleb read a portion of the book, I, no lie, cried inside. Yes, Caleb, I did cry. Again, great job, bro. And thank you for helping me when I was in some deep stuff. There you go. That's a hero right there. Oh, Marcia. Hey, Caleb, I'm so proud of you. And I know your mom and grandpa would be too. I know the bee was supposed to be there. I love you. I love you, oodles and gobs. I love things like that. Oodles and gobs. It's wonderful. Mike says, Caleb, I'm so proud of you, as I already told you. Dean says, very proud of you, bro. You know, Caleb, what you've done takes a lot of years.
All right.
And a lot of help. But when the help wasn't there for you, you decided, I don't need the help. I got this. And the book was your help. And it can be so many other people.
Right.
And help so many other people. It could be so many other people's help is what I really wanted to say. And I want to thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. In the corner over there, you'll see the logo in the top corner of the book. And I'm also going to kind of take us out for just 1 second so you can actually, let me see if I can grab the book and put it up as an overlay so you can actually see what it looks like. Because I'm going to tell you to, if this is something that you think somebody might need in their lives, I want you to please go get that book. It's on Amazon. And yes. You can get that on Amazon. You just look. I did put it, and it says here, what happens next, Caleb Stewart. And that's all you have to type in, and it just comes straight up. And you were going to say, Caleb?
Yeah, it's on right now. It's on a pre-order for Amazon. It's just the ebook only, so it'll be available if you purchase it in the Kindle. Paperback's coming soon. We're working on getting that set up. It's going to be on Google Play Books, Apple Books, Audible. So I'm looking forward to bringing you guys my story November 14th.
Awesome. Awesome. So we have a couple more, and we're just gonna sit here because I love basking in the whole thing. I just love it. Rami says, "Let's go, Caleb." Yes, let's go. And then Mike, he says, "I'm so glad to call you my friend. Addiction problems in the past, and I am here for you if you ever need to vent." Thank you, Mike. That's perfect.
Thanks,
so, Mike, are you willing to be there at 3 a.m.? Just
Whatever
saying.
it takes.
3 a.m. Hey, Mike, I need to vent, man. Wake up.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Thank you so much, Caleb, for being on the show. I appreciate it. You are a hero. You're a hero.
Well,
and you're going to be a hero to so many different young men and girls, boys and girls, young men, young women, young boys and girls who are going through this, that you're going to be able to grab and put these families back together again. That is the biggest thing. And Mike says he knows I will.
There we go. Well, yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I appreciate all of the kind words. I appreciate everybody's love and support. If you guys want to learn more about the book or follow the journey, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Instagram. I think you included the title. Yep. But again, thank you for the love and support, and I can't wait to share my story with you guys November 14th.
Definitely. And November 14th is when the book comes out. You guys go ahead and pre-order that book and share that book with other people that you think that it might help. That's going to be the biggest thing, because like Caleb was saying, Caleb said he went to these places and they turned him down. I mean, who does that? You have a place that's supposed to be open and it's supposed to help, and they can't help. So let's do what we can to help our fellow friends and people in need. Addiction is a disease. I've suffered it with my family, and I know many people who have as well. What we want to do is just be there and be that support and be the hero. Just be the hero, regardless. Even if you don't think you're a hero, right, Caleb? Just be a hero.
That's right.
Just be a hero. Caleb, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we finish today?
I just thank you so much for having me. I thank you for the kind words, and thank you for everybody's love and support and everybody around the world who helped make my story a reality.
Awesome. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Please share this video and push it around, and make sure that people know about this book. Until next time, guys, don't forget to dare to be different.
I dare to be different. I dare.